Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be playing around with some new makeup from Revolution Beauty. I get their emails, their notifications, newsletters, letting me know when they have new product launches, and they recently launched a new palette. It is called the XX Revolution Kombucha X Eyeshadow Palette. So there's eyeshadows and there's also highlighters and blushes in this. So pretty big palette, and usually I'm not really interested in palettes that are this big, but when I saw this color story was me all in the palette. So this is what the palette looks like. As you can see, there are a lot of orange tones in here, there are peach tones in here, there are also some warm toned browns. This is a darker black, and then this is kind of a brownish purple here. So yeah, this entire palette is me. It's one of the reasons why I went on ahead and I picked it up. One of the two things that really got me interested in this palette were these two blushes right here. I have orange toned blushes, but this blush right here, this is orange. That is straight pumpkin Halloween orange, and I absolutely love it. I will say though that there are some shades in here that look very similar to each other that are kind of redundant. You could have probably taken this palette and cut it by half and not had as many shades in it, because there are a lot of shades that are similar to each other. But I love orange tones, I love red tones, I love warm tones. This kind of reminds me of fall. So to me, this palette is perfect coming out of summer and going into the fall. There are 32 eyeshadows in this palette. It looks like there are 3 blushes and 2 highlighters. Yeah, this is kind of a pinky toned highlighter. You can see that right there. And it feels really, really creamy, so that's good. I'm still working with the settings on the camera on this new phone, so if it's looking a little uneven or it's looking kind of washed out, I apologize for that. Still trying to figure it out. I also grabbed the Kombucha mascara. There was an entire collection with this. There was also lip oils. I don't do lip oil, so I didn't grab those. I originally was only planning on getting the eyeshadow palette. It was like $24 and on sale for $20, which I thought was pretty good for a palette this size. But when I went to check out, it was like $6 for shipping and then like $2.88 for taxes. And I was like, yeah, if I am going to spend that much money on shipping, because if you spend, I think $30 or something, you get free shipping, I'd rather go ahead and get a product for that price. So I went ahead and I grabbed the mascara, and I also took advantage and grabbed the Princess and the Frog Disney highlighter. I have the palette. You can't see it. I think it's like right there between those two palettes right there. And I've been trying to get the highlighter, but it kept selling out. I didn't get this because of the formula. I got it strictly because of the packaging. I just think this is so stinking cute. I'm also trying to figure out how to get it to focus when you like bring something a little bit closer. We're still working on that. But as you can see, it's just really pretty, like heart shaped. I just thought this was like really cute, and I wanted to get it so that I can complete my collection. All right, so let's dive into the palette. The first thing I want to do is throw on a blush. I think I want to go right into this orange right here. I have orange blushes, but as far as like straight orange, this would be the first blush that I have that's a straight orange blush. I love the way orange looks on me. All right, it looks like it's got a nice amount of pigment. Hopefully we won't go too crazy pumpkin looking like Jack Skellington here. Well, that's pretty. It's definitely orange. It's for sure orange, but the tone is really pretty. Like I said, on me, oranges I find just warm up the skin tone. Hold on, I got a little bit of dry skin there. My lips are like, ooh, today. I feel like oranges just look very warm on me. Like I don't look like I'm about to go out and like trick or treat. Not that there's a problem with that, because there isn't, but I feel like warm tones or orange tones just look very warm on me, and that is a very beautiful tone. I am liking that. That's building up really nicely too. Did I need any more orange tones in my collection? Probably not, but you know, I will take as much orange, warm, corally tones as I can possibly get. Oh, that's pretty. I am loving how that is looking. All right, now for highlighter, and I'm going to go into the gold one right here. This one looks like it's gold with orange kind of mixed into it. Reminds me of the inside of an orange peel. So I'm going to take my little brush here. This is an AOA Shot Miss A brush. I take a little bit and start applying this. Hopefully it's not like super glittery. Makeup Revolution highlighters are not my absolute favorites. I like the Tasty Peach. That one is pretty. And I also have the orange one. I can't remember the orange one. The peach one. That's like that gradient one. I can't think of what that was called. I love peach or something. I can't remember. But Let's see here. Okay, I'm definitely seeing some glitter. You see that? Yeah, this is not a smooth highlighter. This is definitely a glittery highlighter. Like, I'm seeing more glitter than I am anything else. But I have to admit, I kind of like it. Now, for like an everyday highlighter, I would not wear this. But like if I'm going out for a special occasion, a little spooky time, all that, I think this is going to be beautiful on Halloween. I don't know if you can see that, the little glittery flecks that are kind of going on in there. It's pretty though. Not something I would normally go for, but I actually kind of like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm just going to use the concealer that I used today. This is the Pretty Fresh Colourpop concealer, and I'm going to use this to prime my eyelids for my eyeshadow. I really enjoy using concealer over an actual eyeshadow primer. I find that they most of the time work better for me and that the shadow smooths over it better. What do you guys think of my necklace? I picked this up at Five Below yesterday. It's actually part of my vlog, which will be going up probably in a couple of weeks. But I thought this was really pretty. It's a rose quartz crystal and has a little heart-shaped detail. I will like cut in closer so you guys can see this. Like I was saying, on this particular setting on this phone, I cannot zoom in and out. My old phone, I could. This one doesn't allow me to do that, so I have to kind of like crop in closer. So I would definitely do that. But this was part of that vlog. I did do a haul and everything. We went to a brand new Dollar Tree, not Dollar Tree, Five Below that just opened up around in my parents' neighborhood. So that was a good time, but you'll see that in the upcoming vlog. All right, now for eyeshadow. You guys know I definitely want to jump into some of these orange tones, but which ones do I want to do? I think I'm going to do this orange, kind of yellowy orange right here. There are no shade names in this palette. So I think I'm going to do that all over the lid. And then maybe go into the outer corner or crease with this shade up here. I don't want to go too orange. Although, you know, I could go really wild with orange if I wanted to. But I'm trying not to do too crazy with the orange. All right, take this. I'm just going to lay this on here. On my eyelid. It's a pretty shade, blending pretty well. I'm getting a decent amount of pigment. One thing that I will find when it comes to Beauty Revolution shadows, that sometimes they can be inconsistent. When it comes to the holiday sets, like this one right here, not holiday sets, but the Disney ones, like right there, and I have a couple of others as well. I have the Aristocrats, which is up there. You can't really see it though. And the Little Mermaid one. I find that when it comes to those Disney collections, the shadows in those collections are not very good. Like looks like they didn't even attempt to try to actually make a good formula because they knew people like me, like I'm going to buy it anyway just because I'm a Disney collector. So if it's something that I think is really pretty, like that Tiana palette, I'm going to get it. But I do think, you know, it's sad that they don't put the effort into the actual formulas in those palettes. They don't perform as well. But in their other palettes, the formula, like this, you know, it's always really pretty. It blends really well. Kombucha, by the way, is like a black or green tea. I went and read up on it because I wanted to make sure that I actually knew what it was. So it has like supposed health benefits and all that. So it's supposed to be good for the skin and it's supposed to look, you know, good on your skin. So the products are supposed to be healthy products and clean products. So, you know, there's that. It's like a hair. It's driving me crazy. All right, now I'm going to go into this shade and put that, not this shade. I'm going to go into this shade right here and put that in the outer corner, take that into the crease a little bit. And I think I might take the same shade down to my lower lash line as well. Actually, I think I'm going to go into this one. If you saw my Dollar Tree video, then you know that I kind of went with that. I ended up going into like a candy corn look, and that's not what I'm wanting to do today. I just want a very warm tone fall look. Okay, that's better. Not too super orange. It's got a little bit more brown in it. That is much, much better. I just want something a little warm fall, not super, super orange. And this particular shade has more brown. It has orange in it, but it has a little bit more brown. Let me get a clean brush. All right, now for a shimmer. There are different ways that we could go here. I think I'm going to take this one, which is kind of a pink, and I'm going to use that. Actually, before we do that, I want to take a little bit more of this shade and just bring it under my lower lash line real quick. All right, now we're ready for our shimmer. I'm going to take my brush, go into this pink shade. As always, I'm going to see how it performs first before wetting the brush. All right, that is a pretty pink tone. Does not look like I'm going to have to wet the brush, and it seems to be applying very well with the brush. I like that. Not a fussy shadow. That's good. Formula feels really creamy too. Alright, for my inner corner highlight, I think I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is kind of a pink gray toned. Like I can see tones of pink, gray, a little bit of brown kind of in there. Let's add a little bit of something to the inner corner. I'm also going to take that down on the lower lash line. So that's it for the shadow. I'm going to go offline, do my liner, and then we'll come back and we'll try out this mascara. Alright, liner is done. I went ahead and I did my wing with the BFF liner from Colourpop in black. And then for my lower waterline, I used the cream gel liner from Colourpop in Xxtra. I just love the way white looks in the waterline. It just opens the eyes and makes everything look so bright. So let's move on to the mascara. I'm going to give my lashes a quick curl. I absolutely love this lash curler. This is from JCat Beauty. It had these little combs on the outside of it. Supposedly helped you grasp your lashes and lift and curl them, but you have to have a certain length of lashes for that to work. On my eyes, when I would do it, the comb never even reached my lashes, so I took it off. But the actual eyelash curler itself, I really do like. It gives me a really, really nice curl. I finally worked through a bunch of the mascaras that I had been wanting to empty for a while that I had opened and needed to use up. So now I'm able to test out some more mascaras. First of all, I like this tube. I think that tube is just really, really nice. Nice big tube. So that is what the brush looks like. It's kind of big. I wish it was a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if this is going to like get down into my lash base, but we will see. It says it's supposed to be volumizing and give you length, and it's also supposed to condition your lashes. Okay, right off the bat, it is definitely grabbing on to my lashes. That I am liking. I'm gonna put the brush, the wand to my lashes. It's grabbing on to my lashes and instantaneously lifting. Do you see that? Wow. It's like definitely giving me instant lift, instant length right off the bat. I'm so far liking this formula. It's not waterproof. I know a lot of people like waterproof mascaras because they hold the curl better, but I don't like waterproof mascaras. I find them to be irritating. They don't stay on my, they stay on your eyes, but they're very difficult to wash off. Yeah, I am liking this wand. It is really just grabbing on to each lash. All right, so that's after one coat. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna do a second coat. All right, now I'm gonna apply a second coat. It's building on itself very nicely. I like that it's looking separated. It's not looking like clumpy. I'm not getting like spider lash. All right, that is after two coats. You guys, I am loving what I am seeing. I definitely have volume. I have lift. It's holding my curl as well. My curl is not dropping. So far, I am really liking this mascara. Let's go on ahead and throw on some lips, and then we'll do our final thoughts. I don't have a new lip product, so I'm going to line my lips with my Precise and Soft and Precise lip pencil from Essence. This shade is in True Me. It's just like kind of a peachy toned pencil. And then for my lip color, I'm going to use the shade from Endless. This is the Longwear lip color. The shade that I'm going to be using is Smiling. It's kind of a peach nude tone. I love this. I love the shade. All right, guys. I am loving how this look came out. I think it looks very soft. It's very pretty. I love how the orange tones look on my skin. They just look very, very warm, and they just brighten me up and wake me up. I love that. Final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette and the mascara. Like I said, they could have taken the palette and they could have like cut it down by half. I don't think it needed to be this big. Some of the shades in here are kind of redundant, but I do believe that you can do multiple looks with this palette. You can do those bright orange tones. You can also do coral tones. There are some pink tones in here, like the shade here, the shade here. So you can do some pinks there. There's even a couple of red tones in here, which I like as well. The shimmers, the mattes blended really, really beautiful. I loved the shimmers too. I didn't have to wet my brush for this pink one right here. It just went on very smooth. It was very creamy. Not a fussy shimmer at all. I love when my shimmers are not fussy. I loved this blush. It is so beautiful. I even enjoy the highlighter. Usually I don't like a highlighter that's glittery, and this one is more glittery than anything, but it's actually really pretty. I think it kind of hits the light a certain way. I think it's also the shade that does have those orange tones in it around Halloween, you know, for just costuming and dressing up and just wanting to look just really glitzy. This shade is going to be absolutely beautiful. So other than the fact that I could have condensed the palette down a little bit, I really do like it. This is my aesthetic. I think this is absolutely beautiful. If I was going to travel, I could take this with me and pretty much create any look that I'm wanting from just this palette alone. The mascara, I really enjoyed. I honestly was not expecting much from the mascara. Like I said, I only went on ahead and grabbed it to try out so that I wouldn't have to pay that $6.99 for shipping, which I just thought was crazy, but surprisingly, I really did enjoy the mascara. My lashes look thicker, they look fuller, they have nice length. My curl is actually holding, it's not just dropping down. The brush on this mascara, I wasn't sure because it looked kind of big, but it actually was really nice. Like it grasped each one of my lashes and just lifted as I was, you know, brushing over with the wand. I really like this mascara and I'm really liking the formula. I'm definitely looking forward to trying it some more. If this holds up, this might be in my August favorites. Who knows? Alright, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually had a lot of fun playing around with these products. I love it when the makeup products that you use, or any product at all that you use, just brings you joy and makes you feel happy and gives you those Maria Kondo vibes. I think I'm saying her name correctly, because this collection really did bring me joy. I had a lot of fun playing with it. If you're new to my channel, you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining the family and hit subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos maybe coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. I usually upload Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sometimes it will switch depending on how many videos I'm trying to get up and when they need to go up. So it's possible there may be a 4 or 5 day video week and the dates may switch. But for the most part, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is when I upload. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.